This was a long time coming. What's good, YouTube? So this is my former team, the Bankhead Bullies. Of course, we're Team Lethal now. We're all one unit or whatever, but nonetheless, we decided to do battle. This was a long time coming. We were supposed to play these guys last year. Never happened. Y'all see what it is, man. RDH Hawk, Cincy, King. Those are my guys, man. So, hey, at the end of the day, step your game up. This is my replacement. King, Cincy, Duval. I played with him a little bit last year, but he's more of RDH Hawk's boy. And then, of course, my co-captain, RDH Hawk, man. They going against the squad, the gang, the team. So it's going to be a battle. As you can kind of tell by the records and everything, we're very evenly matched. And of course we should be, because we all fall under the same umbrella. Now, what it is whoever wins this particular game. Now, the way I wanted to set this up, it's supposed to be a best of 7 series. You know, we supposed to play each other not 7 games, but a best of 7. So the way it works is supposed to be the same way the association was. So it's 3 games in one day, and then the next day you play until the series over. So if it goes, so we win the first 3 games, and then we win the first game, the next one we sweep them, cool. If we split, like let's say we win 2 games and they won 1, you have to finish the series no matter what the next day. And the reason why I set it up like that in association is because when you play against these teams, them losses has to hurt. In this particular game, it's just an exhibition, so it's nothing but bragging rights. Now, unfortunately, it does count against the record if one team loses. Like, I thought if you just match up and play that, it wouldn't do that. I thought the only way it can really count is if, you know, we just happen to match up in rank play. But nonetheless, the record still counts. So whoever loses this game, it is what it is. But like I said, it's about bragging rights. It's about respect. And I think playing against each other gives everybody a found respect of everybody's capabilities. Because for the longest time, when I'm playing with Cincy and RDH Hawk, King, Montage, Savage, like the whole team, when I'm playing with these guys, I'm not gonna say I don't think I get enough credit, but like, I don't think they understand how hard it is to deal with me as a competitor, to deal with me trying to score the whole entire game, you know, and playmaking and doing all these other things. And then on top of that, being an on-ball defender. Like, a lot of that stuff gets lost. For one, I'm not really a lock. So because I'm not a lockdown, it's like, I don't really get the same respect as like Loco probably would, or I guess for them, the RDH Hope probably would. Somebody that has a little bit more defense in their build. So now that we're going against each other, it's like, damn, now you really gotta see how hard it is to stop Lethal from getting to the rim or running this strategy. Now, the difference between them and us is me and Step Your Game Up. The difference between us two is he's gonna take threes, I'm not. Right, I'm gonna try to score down here. If I miss, I'm gonna try to get my rebound, go back up and score. Like I'm trying to get to the rim, dunk it, layup, dunk it every fucking time down the court. Whereas him, he's a little bit more finesse. Right, you saw a nice little move he gave me earlier in the game. But as you can tell, they run the same shit we run, because we have the same playbook. Like this is all Lethal Clan. This is all Team Lethal. This is me and RDH Hawk. Pretty much the same mindset playing against each other. So the game was gonna be fun. It was gonna be competitive. It was gonna be even. So y'all gonna get a good game out of this. So if you're watching this, please enjoy the content, man. This is personal by default. I'm not saying it's that personal to where it's like, you know, we gotta talk shit about each other. But you best believe whoever wins or loses this game, it's gonna be some shit talking in the chat. It's definitely gonna be some shit talking in the chat. So one of the key matches I'm looking at is at the shooting guard position. I got King, who was my backup point guard. When I say backup point guard, he's the starting shooting guard. He's been a starting shooting guard, but if I wasn't there to run point, he's somebody I trusted to do so. So I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at Savage. Savage is, probably the top scorer I had between him or Montage. One of the top scorers that I had. The crazy thing about this particular game, Montage, who you see him with the green hair or whatnot, I think he wore the green hair on purpose. One, it does match his face, but two, it does represent the team that we're going up against. You see, they're in green, and it's a good chance Montage could have been on the opposite side during this game. It's a good chance Jamaica could have been on the opposite side during this game. That's why I say it's so crazy that we finally matched up, because honestly, I didn't ever think we'd have the time to do so, because I wanted to do a series. I didn't want it to just be a one-game thing. I wanted us to really go at each other, because one, since they knew what we was going to do, the next games after that, once they had a chance to adjust, would have told me everything I needed to know about the team I currently had. Because trust me, they already knew what we was going to do before we played, but now that we actually played, they get to make adjustments from there. So if you look at the first quarter, they had step your game up guarding me. At another point in time, you're going to see Cincy guarding me. As you see him right now, they put Cincy on me. And then at another point in time, RDH Hulk, who is playing center, is actually going to have to end up guarding me. Why is that? Because I put a lot of pressure on whoever is defending me to try to stop me from getting to the rim. And just because I'm going to the rim does not necessarily mean, okay, I can just sit in the paint and force this guy to miss. I still pull the mid-range jumper, and I still have been doing this for a number of years. So, I was going to figure out how to maneuver my way to the basket one way or the other. Where the series comes in at is like I said, by some point in time in this game, RDH Hulk is guarding me. Maybe in game 2, he starts off guarding me from the beginning. Maybe that changes some things. I don't know. But that's why I played the series. But I'm sorry, Cincy. I had to dunk on him because, hey, they put him on me. I had to dunk on him. That's my boy, but I got to dunk on that nigga. Anyway, the other good thing about us going against each other is obviously it's just fun. Play against your friends, play against your boys. It's just fun, right? I was so locked into the game. Honestly, I played a different brand of basketball than I normally would, but they kind of forced me to. So the way you see me play, I was really putting maximum pressure on getting to the rim. This game is not going to have a lot of threes whatsoever. It's just not. Neither side is going to have a lot of three balls. One, I'm going to step your game up, so the whole pass back, it was fucking us up, and then when we did it to them, it fucked them up too, because a lot of people see that action happening, that little give and go action. They see it and think it's easy to defend it, but once somebody's doing that shit to you, it's way harder to defend it than you think. And you'll be surprised how consistently it'll work if the other team just ain't on the same page. Because it was times where I knew that's what he was doing, and then I see one of my teammates turn their hips to go pick it up. And when they did that, my mind automatically goes and picks up the next man. If I get beat, I'm never chasing nothing. I'm always fall off to the next man, and I expect my teammates to have my back and stay in the way, make sure they can't get a bucket. But this game is going to come down to some tough shot making. Right there, I got a good pass to Montage. He knocked it down. But like I said, it's not going to be very many threes this game on either side. And I knew the big thing for them was their ability to post up. Between RDH Hawk and Cincy, they have the ability to post up. Right? Them give and goes was going to be there, but that was my main concern, because I don't know if anybody on the team actually made somebody to defend a post score. Know what I'm saying? I don't know if we did. Maybe Jamaica, naturally, because he's a center. Maybe he has some post defense. And obviously, in my other builds, I do have post defense. So I was honestly, if I was using my small forward, I wouldn't worry about them posting up at all, because I have post defense on that build specifically just in case we ran into these guys. Because I knew it was going to be a point in time where we actually played them, and being able to defend the post is going to be very important. But nonetheless, hey, man, they was going to do what they do. So right there, I'm getting around Cincy. Obviously, he's guarding me as best he can. It's not that he's not good enough or intelligent enough to defend me. Like I said, I think you just get a little bit more appreciation for how good something is or how good somebody is when you have to go against them. When now they're the enemy. Now you're trying to take their head off in battle. So, hopefully I earned a little bit more respect in their eyes, because I know I haven't played with those guys at all this year. It's not, it's not anybody's fault. I just been grinding with the team that's been grinding with me. That's all it is. For me, when it comes to this team, I refuse to play with step your game up. I refuse. In the team setting, I play 3v3, I run rec and all that stuff's good, but I refuse to play this team Pro-Am with them, because you got two alphas trying to dictate the way they want the game to go. So the only natural thing for me is for RDH Hawk and Step Your Game Up. They are very close in real life. They're like brothers in real life. It's only natural that they have their team in the way they want to run it. Having a point guard who can shoot threes, so it puts more offensive pressure on teams. But like I said, it's a risk that comes with that, because as good as he is offensively, he has to lose something that I would naturally do. Whether it's the ability to defend one-on-one. As you see, he started off defending me, but because I'm a tougher opponent, it's just a little bit tougher to defend me for his build. I'm pretty sure against other point guards like the 6'2", 6'3s, he probably does a better job. And then you lose the rebounding aspect. I get a lot of rebounds. That's the sacrifice of shooting. And then we both are very good playmakers. I'm pretty sure he's averaging around 20 points, 10 assists. I'm doing the same thing. So we're both very even when it comes to that. It's just, I don't think you can have two guys like that on the same team. It just doesn't work. So, Duval, who is playing the power forward for them, like I said, I played with him last year. Don't really know him that well or nothing. Again, it's RDH Hawk boy. I'm pretty sure he's in the military, if I'm not mistaken. But my game plan was very simple. I told the guys very early, hey, make him play. So I was telling Montage, hey, help. If he gonna shoot the ball, I gotta see him make some shots before y'all can commit that damn good-ass defense to him. I got to, because what happened early is King kind of got off. I think he had about 5 points in the first quarter. He hit the first three and then got him a layup, kind of got going, and he's doing a great job of running that out on the break. But I already knew that about King. Again, that's my shooting guard. I knew Nation was going to be tough to stop, naturally, because he's playing the spot that I used to play. So I knew he was going to be tough. I knew Cincy was going to be tough in the post. I'm very surprised RDH Hawk did not do more scoring in this particular game. Just because of the magnitude of the game, I expected him to try to go at Jamaica a little bit more than what he did. But he was, he was being the ultimate team player. He was just playing defense, grabbing rebounds, and just kind of letting everybody else kind of eat. He was letting Nation eat. He was Nation to step your game up, but he was letting step your game up eat. He was letting Cincy eat. He was letting King get the back doors. I expected him to do a little bit more scoring. I just did. Why? Because, if I was playing with him, he would be more important in the scoring department for me. So I just naturally thought, when we was going against him this game, that he was going to do a lot more scoring than what he did. I'm really surprised by that. But now that we got all the formalities out the way, now it's going to come down to who's going to win the game. So whoever wins the game gets to talk shit in the chat. And, at the end of the day, it was going to be a good game regardless. But those bragging rights for the couple of days we might have in them, or to whenever we play these guys again, or whenever they play us again, it's going to be something. Because my big thing about playing these guys, if we go back to the chat and they on my head for losing, or let's say I hear from RDH Hawk that Step Your Game Up was talking shit about me, I'ma feel some type of way about it. Right? The game is personal because of the people playing. This is personal. Right? This whole fucking game is personal. Like, losing this shit hurts. Winning this shit feels empowering. I'm being completely honest. Most of the time, I'm gonna tell y'all that this shit is just a game. And at the end of the day, that's the truth. This is just a video game. But with the characters involved and the people playing right now, fuck that, bro. No. Ain't neither side trying to lose, no, neither side trying to hear it. You know, at the end of the day, it's gonna be GG's. It's always gonna be GG's. But hey, I ain't gonna lie, it's a trick I learned when I was in the military, right? So me and my boy Shaw, this is just a backstory. Like, me and my boy Shaw used to play video games when we was in. We play Madden, FIFA, 2K, it didn't matter. And Shaw had this thing where even if he beat me by a single point, he was gonna talk shit. So if he won by one single point, no matter what he was playing, it's, hey, I whooped your ass, dog. And I'm like, bro, you beat me by a point. Like, I whooped your whole ass. You can't fuck with me. So if we win, that's gonna be my mentality. Not really to try to piss anybody off or anything. It's all in good fun. But nah, it's just because the next time you play against the opponent, it brings the best out of them because they want to beat you now just to shut you up. And that's a good feeling in sports. That's the thing that can drive you in sports sometimes. Take your team to the next level. Make your whole entire team lock in because you know the next time we play them, I'm not trying to hear this shit again. And it's the same thing. They beat us and you get, like I'm telling you, you get in the chat and King be like, man, I don't know why the fuck y'all put Savage on me. That nigga trash. Savage gonna feel some type of way about that. Or since he be like, D-Mac ain't got no post defense. I could have spent on him the whole game. D-Mac gonna feel some type of way about that. You know what I'm saying? Reggie, he blocked my shot 2 or 3 times. I'ma feel some type of way if he bring that shit up in the chat. I know I am. And it's gotta be the same way both sides, man. Same way both sides. So now we're in the 4th quarter. We got a nice little 5-point lead. As you can see, RDH Hawk is the one guarding. Rightfully so, right? It is very hard to score on this nigga. Right? He made the center that essentially Jamaica made earlier in the year. His center 6'8", Jamaica center was 6'9". So as you can tell, even when building these teams out, everything's the same. Everything's even. So, and I'm gonna talk to Jamaica because honestly, I ain't gonna say I want him to go back to the 6'9" guy. I want him to play with whatever he's comfortable with. But I do want to highlight the differences between the teams that we played when he chose his 7'1" guy that he really, really likes now versus the 6'9" guy he was using earlier in the year. And I think the only big thing for me is you see Cincy just throwing people out the way. He was just barbecue chicken. The big thing for me moving forward is going to be in the long run, once we start playing against other teams, which guy's going to perform better, and then how does cap breakers affect the build? Those cap breakers might make or break something. You know what I'm saying? Because I just noticed this game, we going to have to figure out some type of interior defense just in case somebody posts up. Like, somebody has to take on that challenge. Somebody has to be good enough to where I don't have to worry about that nigga posting up. Somebody. I don't know who. I don't care who. Just somebody got to do it. And it ain't going to be me. If I'm playing point guard, it's not going to be me. So, and that's the whole advantage of why I had the other guy. But like that other guy, I ain't going to lie to y'all. That nigga ain't it. For him, I would have to get his pass accuracy up to what my point guard is now. And you talking about, I got to wait to get to what? It ain't starter 3. It's the next one after that. Probably all-star or whatever. Whatever it is, all-star, superstar, whatever it is, I would have to get to that level just to get the other 5 cap breakers just to put his pass accuracy to 9. That's a long-ass grind and a long-ass time away. And that player don't move the way none of my guards do, so it wouldn't even matter anyway. But Yeah, down the stretch, game is tight, right? It's 49-47. This shot right here from the corner was the biggest shot of the game. Right? I never try to look at like one possession or anything like that, but that shot, if it goes in, I know my team would have lost the game. Because at this point, I cannot figure out how to score. Right? Nobody could create a one-on-one and actually score. I don't know why I didn't try to pick on the point guard, but right there, that's what happened. I told Montage to cut back door. Reggie dropped back. He gave me an open midi. Cool. But right there, you see step your game up. He come right back down to score. Like, so I could not figure out how to effectively score against the way they was defending me. Right? I don't necessarily want to take a midi, but I will if I have to. Right here, again, biggest shot of the game. Montage went fucking crazy in the fourth quarter. He went fucking bananas. He was fucking nuts. I ain't never seen somebody be so confident in the biggest moment like Montage has been. Like, just over the course of the years, too. I remember us being in the finals. He was very important in the finals. So, like, right here, this is what I'm saying. We passing the ball around. I ain't got nothing. I don't have anything. I'm trying to set an off ball. I can't think of nothing. We just throw the ball to Montage. He put a shot up. Great. Like, he was going crazy in the fourth. Crazy. So, it gave us a nice little lead, but the problem is they scored back so fucking fast. It's like we could not react faster than what they was moving. You know, they kept pressure on us the entire fucking game. So now we up 3. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm just probing. I'm trying to take some clock with me. I got on the inside, I got a dunk, still up 5, and I'm just like, hey, whatever happens, no threes. Watch the back door, just no threes. So right here, the give and go is gonna happen. I've been waiting for this shot all game. I knew he was gonna miss it. You know, I dared him to take it a couple of times. So by the time he actually took it, I just knew he wasn't gonna miss it just because his confidence was gone. You know, it's not a shot that he wanted to take with the way the defensive pressure was there. He's a very capable shooter, too. That's the crazy part. So right there, I try to hit D-Mac for the game. King got out on the break, but he got blocked. Ball goes to Cincy in the corner. He knocks it down. Like, man, they just would not go the fuck away. Now, right here, D-Mac passing the ball in, which is bad for us because he's our best free throw shooter. So we corrected that. They was trying not to foul, but the problem was it was only 8 seconds left. So even if the time ran out, we still would have won the game. D-Mac knocks down both the free throws, and that's how we won the game. So now when I go to the chat, your boy talking shit like a motherfucker. Oh, we whooped y'all ass today. Like, I can't wait. Like, they gonna see the video and whatnot, but it's already gonna be in the chat. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed today's gameplay. This was fire. It's just an exhibition. It wasn't a series the way I wanted. But at some point, we gonna have to see these guys again. And that's the fun part. Anyway, I hope that everybody enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch everybody in the next one. It's been Lethal. I'm out.